Hey everybody, I figured this might be a little helpful for you guys to talk about the different types of transfers. Because sometimes you get like a large order for like 200 shirts and you're just not sure what the best way it is to accomplish something like that. Or you get an order for 10 shirts but it has a ton of colors and you just don't know how to get it done without weeding and layering and making all kinds of crazy vinyl cuts. So I'm going to talk to you about 3 different types of transfers and when it's best to use which transfer, okay? So first type is these are printed Htv transfers, okay? There's a few of them. We got the baby bear, this little unicorn, piggy. Okay, these are great whenever you have images that have lots and lots of color and they're a good like one-piece single image. As you can kind of see, like all of these are like together. It's not a lot of words or weeding or anything like that. It's like one good solid image, but it's got a lot of color in it. These are great if you don't have a heat press. You can apply these with an iron. It works just like regular vinyl, except you need heat transfer mask that you use to lift the image, to put on your shirt, and to iron on. The downside of these, they are on the more expensive end as far as transfers go. But if you only need, 8 to 10 of them and you need a lot of colors and you want to have, good, vibrant images, these are a great, great option. They're beautiful, they apply beautifully, and they're very easy to apply. They press in about 15 seconds, iron or heat press, okay? Other option, sublimation. Sublimation transfers are wonderful, but they are very limited in some ways. Some ways not so much. They are limited in the fact that they are best to use on white or very, very light colored shirts. The reason why is sublimation essentially is dyeing your fabric again. So like a white shirt takes color very well. Sublimation dyes are translucent. So if you put dye onto a black shirt, that shirt's not going to go any other color except for black. So this is sublimation that I'm wearing right now, which is just kind of coincidence. The reason why the colors are not super bold and vibrant is because this particular shirt is only 50% polyester. That's the other, caveat with sublimation. Sublimation needs polyester to fuse to. If there's no polyester, the inks, they will just wash out. So you cannot put sublimation on a 100% cotton shirt. If you do that, it's just going to make like brown marks on it, and then when you wash it, it's all gone. So the more polyester that's in your garment, the brighter the colors will be, because sublimation just loves polyester. Rayon or synthetic fabrics will help with that. So like if you have a shirt that's like 50% polyester and 25% rayon, it'll be a little brighter than a shirt that's 50% polyester and 50% cotton. Sublimation transfers are great if you want like lots of color and like wispy edges, you can do lots of florals, things like this, where you wouldn't want to weed this with regular vinyl, but for sublimation you can get, like a ghost type image. You can, have very wispy, elegant images. Like this is a sublimation transfer. This is a sublimation transfer. Like you see these wispy edges, like if you don't want, a white outline like vinyl. See, vinyl usually has the small white outline. Depending on the image, sometimes it doesn't, it just depends on whoever cuts it, designs it, how it works. But sublimation is great for those kinds of images. Again, you're limited by, has to have polyester, white or very light colors work best, and then you have to have a heat press to apply sublimation. Sublimation needs even pressure, and it needs it for a long amount of time, and it needs a high temperature, usually 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So you can't do that with an iron. Like it can't be moved or anything, or you'll have all these like weird ghosting lines. So sublimation has to be heat pressed. And the good thing about sublimation is super cheap, especially if you just want 1 or 2 of an image. Like on our website, if you have an image that you want to turn into a sublimation transfer, it's only $4.50, I think, for an adult size, 12-inch sublimation transfer. And you can order just 1. There's no minimum. But, for vinyl, an adult size an adult size transfer is closer to like $8 or $9. But you will get very different looks, like how faded this one is because it's on not 100% polyester. This image on this same shirt would look exactly the same. So it just depends on what you want your outcome to be and also how many you're doing. If you're doing like hundreds of shirts, you don't want to press each shirt for a minute. Like it will take forever. There is a third type of transfer that is great for if you have simple images, like 1 or 2 colors, and you need to press just like so many of them, like hundreds or whatever. Usually anything over 2 dozen, these are pretty cost effective, and they're pretty much just screen print transfers on paper. So you would order the transfer, you would put it on your shirt, and usually you only press for about 5 seconds, so you can knock out shirts fast. The downside of them is they charge by the color. So the more colors you get, the more expensive the transfers are. And you can't just order 1 or 2 and it be cost effective. You have to order usually a good 2 dozen for it to even make sense. And the more you order, the cheaper those transfers are. Places that sell those, Stalls is a good option. Theirs is called Transfer Express, I think. There's another company called Versatrans. There's another one, F&M Transfers, maybe. I've tried several. We do not offer those. We only offer sublimation or heat transfer vinyl. But if you have a lot of shirts, like I hate to see people, spend a whole bunch of money on heat transfer vinyl transfers when they could have got away with, buying the cheaper transfers because it's all 1 color. And also, if you have a shirt order like that, say it's all 1 color and it's a lot of words. You don't want to weed all of that in regular heat transfer vinyl. You don't want to cut all that and weed all that and then go ahead and press 100 shirts. Definitely order transfers for something like that. The screen print, a lot of times they're called plastisol transfers. So I just wanted to let y'all know about those. Hopefully it helps. Just a recap. Heat transfer vinyl transfers, these are beautiful, these are high-end, and the colors stay bold and vibrant. These also gorgeous, not a lot of, no minimum for these, and then you can do really wispy, pretty images. Also, the nice thing with sublimation is that, like I said, it actually dyes the fabric, so you don't feel it on your shirt. So some people don't like the feel of having vinyl or whatever on their shirt. So this just doesn't change. It feels like a shirt with nothing on it, which is really super nice. And then also you have your third option, which are really good for bulk orders of 1 or 2 colors. So hope that helps you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to watch us. Don't forget to subscribe and let us know if there's a video you want to see. Now that we are set up again, we expanded again, we're ready to make some more videos and do some more projects with you guys. Thanks so much, and y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.